Oh. Ooh. Ooh. No. Say something. Anything. Hello
Hi.
and welcome to A Story Worth Telling. If you don't know who we are, I'm Alex, this is Josh, and we review LGBTQ plus representation. We like to talk about it, discuss it, see what's good, see what's bad, see what we hope we're gonna see.
This isn't going to be bad. This is going to be good.
This is gonna be fabulous.
This is gonna be good. We know it's going to be good.
Yes, if you watched it before, you'll know that we have done many different shows and series, including, of course, Heartstopper! And it's now back.
Gosh, you're full of energy. Jesus Christ. Can I have some? Yes, we did the first two seasons, like last year and like the year before last, right? And they're all on the channel, so go check those out.
Indeed. And it's probably one of the best series we've reviewed, specifically for what we do here on this channel, because it has so much representation and it's so good. It's a very good series for young people to join and kind of understand the LGBTQ community and just generally, like, go on their journeys with a show that represents our community.
We have subscribers with kids and they've watched the show together, and I think it's so good for that. For those who don't know our channel yet, we have not read the graphic novels.
No, we have not. I'm
Did you read the first one?
It's
Pictures. As the seasons go on, it's getting a little bit kind of, more serious themes, but we really like that because it's growing with us as we kind of...
Yes.
You could literally join this program at the age of 15, 14, and mature with it.
But I think that's what makes it universal,
storylines.
because it will always, the first season will always be accessible for younger people as well, and different generations of young queer people can basically join and then follow the journey, and it's great like that. Alice Oseman has done a fabulous job.
And if you want to see our full reactions, the full videos, then see the link below. There's some Patreon access over there. Exclusive videos. It's all hot and happening.
Yeah, we do unedited reactions, so you can see the whole thing. We also do live streams and loads of other exclusive content.
Yeah, you get to see what happened before we started filming.
It was a mistake!
I'm going to need a minute.
And if you prefer something different, we also have YouTube memberships, so you can join below as well, and that basically gives you early access to all our YouTube releases. Plus you get to have opinions on polls and stuff. And
you can have opinions
anyway. You can have opinions anyway, but you can help us decide
opinions.
what we're going to review next and kind of get little updates and stuff, so that's really good as well. And, of course, to throw it one more time in there, we do merch as well. If you head on over to aswt.com, you can find our shop. We've got this lovely Heartstopper inspired shirt, and we might have more coming soon. And there's loads of fun stuff over there. There's our fan collection, and on the website you've got blogs and news and all sorts. So it's
all happening.
It is all happening.
It's quite a lot.
It's even a Discord.
It's quite a lot. I'd start with Patreon and go from there.
Work your way down.
Wet your whistle.
Yeah.
And see how you go.
Explore. It's like Grindr.
It's not like Grindr.
I have something to tell you. I love you. I don't want you to feel pressured, so
Get out!
stop spying on me.
Stop declaring your love so loudly then.
Did you practice saying...
I think so. What's the difference between saying, I love you and I'm in love with you? Because I feel like those are two different things, right? Because nowadays you can say I love you to lots of people, but when you say I'm in love with you, that's like...
I'm in a state of love.
Yeah.
Mostly orientated towards you. That's sexy. I would like it when so
That's sexy!
Yeah.
But I do think I built it up. I think everyone builds it up. It's not a uniquely queer thing. Perhaps it might be more stressful as a queer person.
Very
but
stressful.
yeah. But now I feel like we're, as people, when you grow up, you're a little bit more reserved to throw that word out there.
Yeah. But I like saying it to yourself because it's like an affirmation of the things that you feel. It feels like the right time.
But you also have to say it confidently. You can't
You got to say it right.
You didn't say it right. I don't want him to have to say the awkward I love you too because he feels obligated to.
You don't think he feels the same? He's literally obsessed with you.
I like that. It's considerate.
That is very considerate. I like that too.
And also
I wouldn't have thought like that.
Then he's on holiday for 3 weeks, so...
So tell him today.
No.
Yes.
No.
sometimes you got to rip the plaster off.
Yeah, but rejection is scary, innit?
The expectations, you know.
Oof!
Hi.
God. It's like he just gets more ripped every season.
What?
Thank you.
I've never seen you in a vest before.
But you're times in the
Oh, I'm so excited for these two.
I'm gonna cook us a candlelit then.
They're all so much older.
They do all look older, don't they?
when I got kicked out of my house.
Well, last night you hogged the duvet, so... And my mum almost walked in on us again, so you owe me.
I never got allowed to have sleepovers. And I think that's very unfair.
So when my bombshell moment girlfriend came around to stay,
What did you say?
the first ever time my mum insisted on the spare room, which I thought was interesting. And then from that point onwards, it was then fine.
I feel like I
but
could have, got away with, because
got away with what?
guys...
What?
Well, like there's a very...
Oh,
yeah.
My
it's
friend's
fun.
coming to
Yeah.
stay. We're going to play Call of Duty
Yeah.
all night.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
if I'd have known back then...
Free for all.
But I do think it's interesting because... Was it this series or the series before when they were, making the joke about girls and boys having to sleep separately, and then it was, a weird kind of ironic, almost gain for gay people in the sense that they were like, oh, we are allowed to do that, and, it's kind of like an advantage.
Oh, it's a fun day.
Group day at the beach!
Well, I did tell you not to bring all of that.
Oh, yes.
Imogen is now
Oh, yes.
part of the community.
Okay.
Fuck me. Yeah,
Oh,
I saw you
shy.
looking.
Yeah, sure.
Remember your SPF.
I don't think it's possible to be that ripped when you're that young. I don't think
It's called steroids.
Sparks!
Thank you.
Oh no, he's in his head
I think
again.
it's too early for me to say that. Sorry.
I think we're going to get more of this, of him in
Yeah.
his head this season.
So when I've been in the same situation,
What, lathering a boy's back?
sorry, I got distracted. Not knowing the right time or trying to find the right moment, you become really, really stressed, and actually it shows outwardly as well.
Yeah, you give it away.
Are you okay?
And I
You're
think,
"Ugh."
it's a
Yeah.
very natural response. I think it's why, especially in, relationships when you're younger and feel a bit different or whatever, communicating is so important, and I say it time and time again, because at the end of the day, people are going to find out, because it comes out, if you're not communicating, you're internalizing all these feelings, and then
Body
it's coming out in your
language.
body language and how you react with
Yeah.
other people, and it can affect people. So it's
Yeah.
always good to be able to just go, this is what I'm feeling, this is how I'm feeling,
That's brave,
discuss.
It's quite brave.
Yeah. Yeah. And especially as young LGBT people who are like, I ain't got a fucking clue what's going on. There's so many things. Oh, and I have really strong feelings for someone. Just say it. And it's not easy to say that because I don't think I couldn't probably listen to my own advice at that age that I'm saying right now, because I'd probably have been like, oh God, so in my head. But hopefully what you will see more is that we now live in a world where we're showing that queer and non-heteroconforming relationships are just as valued and important and nothing to be ashamed of, that younger people overall will just be able to be a little bit more secure and confident in talking about that stuff. I feel like there's a huge thing where a lot of young people who don't really feel confident and comfortable expressing themselves at that age, it has an effect later on down the line, and so they end up having, it's why so many people say for queer people, our sort of teenage years are in our 20s and our 30s, because that's when we finally get over that hurdle of being comfortable to tell people how we feel and be ourselves. And that's kind of sad, because it means that so many of us are wasting time of our life before we're even able to experience it, if you like.
Do you have someone?
No, I don't really burn, I just tan.
Oh, I think Charlie doesn't want to get his clothes off.
You got a little bit of just all over. Actually, you just
Stop it,
everyone
that's
needs
disgusting.
sunscreen, Charlie.
They got chemistry. That's all I'm saying. Oh, it's so nice seeing these two. Do you remember when they were on the date in the second season and it was so awkward? And now they're doing it again and it's like, yeah!
For my girlfriend? She's over there. Official girlfriend.
It's £4.98, please.
Customer service.
Ow.
See, I got 1, 2, so we're matching. Look, E for L.
Oh, God. Sorry. No, I love it.
Friendship bracelets.
But, yeah, okay.
Open.
I got you a small wind turbine.
I want the most romantic summer ever with you before you go to Lambert.
Okay, we're putting pressure on it.
Oh, God, yeah, because she's going to the art school.
Everyone's loved up. I'm liking it, but how long's it gonna last?
Oh, why? Isn't that a sad, pessimistic thing, though? We always see
It's
things
just called a
and
plot,
we're like...
you know?
Yeah. But it's the thing.
You know.
I think in real life, you get to a point where, like, you're like, it's too good to be true. And I think that's a lack of confidence. Because, have you ever been in a relationship where you're like, oh, I'm so loved up, this can only go downhill?
No, because when you're in the bubble, you don't know you're in a bubble.
Well, I suppose.
But also, sometimes relationships are just in a bubble forever.
And that's a beautiful thing. I mean, maybe once in a while, pop your head out of the bubble and go, everything all right? But, you know.
Well, then the bubble will burst.
No.
And you burst the bubble.
Okay, well, you can't be in your bubble forever, though, can you?
Yes, you fucking can.
Well, that's called ignorance.
Ask the fairy godmother.
Okay, and we saw how that turned out.
Harold, my diet is ruined.
I want to tell Nick that I love him.
Charlie, you're already dating him.
Yeah, I know, but I want to say the words I love you.
I don't really get the appeal.
What, with anyone?
No, not really.
Is this the first time we're talking about it?
Do you think you're asexual then?
Probably aromantic, too.
I don't really know what that is.
That's all right, you can Google it later.
You could tell the others, Isaac. They'd be supportive.
No, I know they would be. Honestly, I just can't be bothered to give everyone a vocab lesson.
Oh my God, that
Isaac's
was
like a
so
bloke now.
good.
Yeah.
Because we saw a bit of it in the last season where he wasn't really sure and he went to the exhibit and there was that kind of exploration then and kind of...
There was an asexual person that
Yeah. And I think sometimes it's really good to like... I don't know, there's something quite beautiful in that we ended it there and then we come back and he's just straight up like, this is how I feel. This is what I think I am. Bam. And it's a very simple conversation. And there's almost no, like, sometimes I think it's really important to kind of have more of a in-depth kind of, like, really see someone go through a process. But also to be able to be, like, to show it in such a simple way of, like, having that kind of conversation. And then even him being like, yeah, but I don't really feel bothered and kind of giving them a lesson and this is how I feel. Like, it's so good. And that's how, like, simple explaining sexuality and gender is in real life. Like, it is just a 2-minute conversation and just... kind of listening to someone else and going, oh, okay.
Definitely see like the whole, I don't really want to have to be the one to educate this person.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I'm still figuring out myself. I don't need to.
But also notice how he was like receptive to Charlie's questions. Like it was just, and I think sometimes that's all you need to be is just, if you have questions, ask and you'll get answers. And also having Charlie as someone who's like, yeah, he was like, oh, you could be asexual. Great. That means you're part of a community and you're also understanding other people in your community. But then also going, oh, I don't really know what aromantic means. Like, great. Like, everyone has moments where they can learn things about other people in their community. And that's not a bad thing. It's a good thing.
Now, no sharing is allowed. I must have my own portion. What are we doing? What's this throwing of food?
Don't waste the fish and chips.
You're not hungry?
I guess I'm a slow eater today.
Tricky. Real tricky.
Yeah. Ooh.
He is such a good boyfriend.
He always looks into things.
Mm.
To be someone who, not only has he done it for himself when he wasn't sure, he just like got the facts, but he's doing it for someone else. Like, no, it's important to think like that. And yeah, that's really, I always say this, he's so mature.
It's hard to know how to talk to him about it without making things worse.
You're doing your best.
Yeah, so he...
I'm not looking forward to the conversation that's like, Charlie, I need to talk to you about something. And then he goes, I love you. He's like, you've got an eating disorder.
Oh no! No! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, I think he kind of just wants a bit of engagement.
But not an engagement ring, Charlie.
Just a donut.
They've got a donut with a bite in it. I want one of those.
Come and see with me.
I really don't want to take my shirt off.
Okay, we'll keep it on.
He's a solutions man.
I'd be like, this is design.
It's an ASWT original. I'm always a bit scared of jellyfish.
I got stung by one once. It was horrible. You know, Nick might say it first.
Dreams came true.
I love a bit of neck play.
I need to talk to you about something.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I do too.
Oh, no, I think you're right.
You go first.
Oh.
Okay, well,
Oh, no.
Not in the sea.
No.
I think you have an eating disorder.
We just came out with it.
Yeah, I know you don't want me to try and fix you or anything.
Oh, no. Oh, no. No, baby, no.
I don't think I do.
Oh.
I know that I've got some issues. I don't think they're that bad.
Are you angry at me?
No.
Is that what you wanted to talk about as well?
Yeah.
I fucking said it. Oh, that's a tough one. Are we in like a little bit of denial?
I think it's denial. I think it's...
Because he's named it right there.
And also, they're both really young. So for Charlie, it's like, you know, Charlie might be, I don't even know what it is. So you naming it is just scaring me even more. And like, it's bold to go to someone and say that. Like, and I think Nick was kind of like very mature in doing that. But
maybe a bit too overstepping a boundary there. Oh, it's hard to say. I love this show so much.
I think it's interesting because actually, for once, this show has done something that's even more mind-boggling. I'm not sure what the answer to that is.
No?
Like, I find that so...
I'll leave that to Alice.
Yeah, I'm going to leave that to Alice because I don't even know what the answer to that is and how to do it. But I think they've done it regardless in still quite a good way of like, look, they tried to have a conversation about it. I do think there is an element of denial there, but I think that's just confused. Like, that's Charlie in his own lost head, and like some of us are just lost at age with the issues that we do have.
I feel like calling it a disorder actually has a lot of like stigma associated with it. And
Yeah.
if someone said, I think you've got a mental health disorder, I'd be like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah. We're taught a lot about when it comes to mental health issues that like, yes, it's important to have a support network, but a lot of the time it's important for the person suffering to want to get the help, to want to make the difference, right?
If you don't acknowledge it, you can't get help for it.
Right.
That's it.
And so there's only so much you can do as a partner, as a friend, as a family member. And I mean, it's only like a year ahead before that Nick himself was coming out as bi. So that amount of pressure is kind of like, I think these kids deal with a lot of pressure and a lot of like
the kids do
things to sort out that I sometimes question. Yeah, but like it's navigating and juggling all that, and that's so much, and it gets overwhelming.
That's why shows like this are important.
Yeah.
Because then you're not in this on your own.
Well, it's going for 3 weeks.
Oh, are you gonna make...
I am not having a series
Family holiday, innit?
without those two together.
It'll fly by.
Oh my god, there's going to be so much fun.
Stop it.
Maybe you should try living with your gran. I think we need some personal space too.
Yeah, girl.
We'll try it. I'll call her. And besides, I'll get more time in the shower, seeing as you spend like an hour in the morning.
I do not.
I love that conversation.
Yeah.
I tell you what it is. It's being confident in your relationship, being assured that you don't have to go spiraling.
Yeah.
Like, she's laid it all out there. This is how I feel. It's no reflection on the way I feel about you. this is what I need.
Yeah.
I
I've
accept
often
that.
thought that Tara and Darcy are a reflection of, like, Nick and Charlie at a later stage.
Yeah.
And
they
I think
are.
Alice does that. Again, what makes this
Yeah.
show so brilliant is that, unlike other shows where you can watch something and it's only like a singular experience and therefore you have to go on what you're saying, Alice gives like examples of different young queer people at different stages in life and how they're having positive or whatever, like, you know, good reactions.
She's
and stuff.
giving stages.
She's giving stages. And I think, okay, so she gave us something that didn't quite, you know, was clashing with Charlie and Nick. And now for young people to watch that, they go, oh, no, that is really positive forms of talking with your partner. And it's really lovely to see. He's flicking him off. They've never shown that. Well, this is getting adult now.
Don't do that.
I love you!
Nick? Yeah? My mum said I have to go home. When you asked me whether the eating thing was what I wanted to talk to you about, that wasn't what I was actually going to talk to you about. I was actually going to say that... Go on. I love you.
Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Oh no. Oh, you don't know. Say something. Anything.
Anyway, I can walk myself home. Bye. Wait.
And that, doctor's how the bug brush got up my arm. Sorry. I don't know where that came from.
Go!
In a towel.
I tell you what, Netflix really wants Kit Connor without a shirt for a lot of this.
No,
and
we don't need clothes.
I'm not angry about it.
I think we need more clothes.
Oh, no, darling, come on.
I would prioritise shoes over, like...
Charlie!
Oh, don't let him get hit by a car or something, because this will just turn dark.
You said it when I was in the shower.
Sorry.
No S word.
I love you.
Easier to say it a second time, though.
And you don't have to say it back. I just wanted to tell you because you're going away and I won't see you for a few weeks.
I love you too. I love you so much. Come here, you idiot.
Oh!
And the truths shall set you free.
Indeed, and sometimes it's that easy. You put so much pressure and fear behind something that actually someone feels the same way.
Why are we like this? Because you're Charlie, and you love me. And I love you.
Like, there's a stereotype for, you know, the perfect way to say those words. And actually they went for something that was a little bit different and a little bit kind of atypical.
Because everyone does have a unique experience behind that. And I think also the way they did that was very much like, it reminded you that sometimes we put lots of pressure and emphasis on the words, especially when you're young. And actually, as you get older, you realise that that's just another way. Like, there are several ways you can say I love you. Sometimes not even in verbal ways. Sometimes in, like, ways of affection that are like, you know, I love you is just is a feeling. And actually, you don't need to put so much pressure behind these words, because eventually you learn that, like, there's so many ways to love a person.
Yeah, but someone's always got to say it first, right?
Yeah, and that's what I mean.
And that's
though.
why it's nerve-wracking, because you're, you know, then presenting your thing, and there is an opportunity there to either have it reciprocated or for it to be...
I suppose the first I love you is always the nerve-wracking one. That's what I wish, like, you could learn as a younger person, that, like, I love you isn't a big deal. It's just, if you feel it,
you say,
you know? Or if you don't feel it, you don't, you know. And there's no, like...
That's also very true. You shouldn't say it for the wrong reasons, and you shouldn't be afraid to not say it if you don't feel it. No, can't sleep like this. Too hot. No, it is too hot.
But all that romance just went out the fucking window, isn't it?
So in love that you're going to walk to my house with no shoes on.
Yeah, that's how in love I am. I think you'd do the same for me.
Yeah, I would.
Oh, it's so soppy and I love it.
Barefoot or Crocs? Which one's worse?
Oh, God.
Actually, Crocs in sport mode.
Oh! That was a really nice first episode into this series because I feel like it set you up.
That was a fucking rollercoaster.
Yeah, but it sets you up really well, and I'm
what, for Nick to go away on holiday?
I'm scared where this is going to go, but I'm already like excited to tackle the subject matter and look at some of the really good representation that's going to follow in this series, because no matter how many times I kind of say it, it always surprises me somehow. It's like a way of like we've watched two series. Yeah, the show does. We watched 2 series of this. I mean, if you watch our very first episodes, we are so surprised because we completely had a different idea of what it was going to be like, and like it's amazing.
Be gentle in the comments. Season 1, episode 1. We were a little bit...
Do so gently.
Yeah.
But I think that's a testament to the show. You know, the reason we do this is to talk about
we got the
what we see in our community shown on screen and whether or not it's right or accurate or feels
Resonates.
Right. Yeah, and I think this show always does, but always does it in a surprising way as well.
There are some issues that they're tackling which I'm quite excited about because I don't really know enough about some of these topics, you know? And like this show is going to explore
Have a
them,
Google.
and you know that it's going to explore them in a good way.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm excited to kind of learn and see what that's like.
Exactly.
You know?
And if not, I'm excited just to see a bit more of ripped Kit Connor.
For fuck's sake.
In a shower. I'm not going to lie, he had his top off for about half of that show, so Netflix know their market.
You've got to, you know, if you've got it.
If you got it, you got it. Flaunt it, baby.
Thank you very much for watching.
Indeed.
Please subscribe to get all the episodes.
Yeah, like, comment if you have thoughts about the first episode that you want to share. Do so below.
No spoilers, please. If you've
yes,
seen the season
no
already.
spoilers. And consider checking out all of the extras that we mentioned before: Patreon, YouTube memberships, Discord, the whole lot. Everything is there. The community is yours to explore. So go for it.
See you very soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey everyone, if you liked that video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and check out all of our other playlists and videos.
And if that wasn't enough and you want to get more involved, check out our website at aswtcommunity.com, where you can find our Patreon, blogs, Discord, merchandise, and much more.
Yes, now do gay shit!